4 teenagers have been charged in a series of Toronto bank robberies.
And 2 airports have been seized by gunmen in Crimea as tensions rise in Ukraine. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's February 28th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Melissa Capistrano. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Hugh Smith. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Alyssa has our top story.
4 teens have been charged in connection with 7 bank robberies in the Toronto area. Police say they took place between January 3rd and February 26th. 4 were in Toronto and 3 in Pickering and Curtis. It's alleged the suspects entered the banks wearing face masks armed with fake guns. Several people were assaulted during the robberies, and police say they have seized 2 replica handguns along with cocaine, marijuana, and money.
A man is facing more than 30 break-and-enter charges after a series of elaborate home invasions.
A project that has been ongoing for the last several months with respect to a very prolific break-and-enter suspect that has been active in the city of Toronto and in
Police even nicknamed the suspect, seen here, Spider-Man. They say he strategically eluded alarms, scaled walls, and made off with expensive jewelry. The break-ins began in October 2010. Shane Gagnon, a 43-year-old father of 2, is out on bail. Police suspect he robbed hundreds of homes.
The province is not keeping track of how often Ontario children die in unregulated daycares. That's according to a Toronto coroner. With 4 infant deaths in the past 7 months, Ontario's unregulated daycare system is under the microscope, but the province can't say if it's a trend because they don't have the records. Also, suspicious child deaths are investigated by the coroner's office, but details which could be used to investigate broader trends have not been recorded at the provincial level.
Don't let the winter blues get you down. Lace up your skates and hit the ice. Toronto is keeping more skating rinks open thanks to funding from Canadian Tire and Scotiabank. You can go to the City of Toronto's website under the Parks and Rec section to see which of the 11 rinks have reopened. The names are listed here. The 2 organizations donated $135,000 each to keep the rinks open. The city closed 34 of the city's 51 rinks on Sunday, saying it couldn't afford operation costs. But with extreme cold and ideal skating conditions, they'll stay open until March 14.
It's election season here in Toronto, and today we begin your weekly highlights of candidates' moves. Rob Ford continues his very public feud with Police Chief Bill Blair. This week saw tough talk from both camps, and Ford challenged Blair to arrest him. Karen Stintz made her first campaign speech and proposed selling off 10% of Toronto Hydro to fund transit expansion. And David Soknacki lobbed a very first fistful of mud, launching a Twitter campaign embracing being the unknown candidate. Soknacki says, "Never heard of me, neither has Jimmy Kimmel." And those are your mayoral election highlights.
And back on campus, there are many talented students here at Humber College. Last night, some had a chance to showcase their skills. Humber News reporter Alexis McDonald was there.
At the Lakeshore campus, Humber students hit the stage for open mic night. Each was given 3 minutes to perform any form of artistry they wanted. There was lots of energy and laughter from the audience as they cheered on their peers. The evening included comedy acts.
Do you people say I look like Adam Levine? Yeah, okay. I mean, he was just voted sexiest man in the world. We were just voted sexiest man in the world.
Musical performances.
What am I supposed to do?
And dance routines. If you missed out on this great event, don't worry, it happens monthly at Humber College. Humber Vice President of Student Life, Colin Edwards-Cruz, says it's always a good time.
Students are stressed out. It's midterms right now. People want to be with their community, you know what I mean? Students who feel the same way they do, are experiencing the same things, need the same things, which is sometimes just a laugh.
And all I need is to find somebody.
Prizes given out for first and second place were judged by the audience. Second place winners were Marshall Veroni and Liam Henley. And first place went to Karnesh Babaria. Both second place winners say it was a great experience.
It's good because like doing a bunch of open mics, sometimes there's just a lot of just comedians and stuff like that, and not real audience members. So this is good to have like a fresh take on some of your jokes or just mess around.
I really like any chance I can get just to play out around people, like because you never know who you'll see or like what connections you'll make like with other musicians.
No matter what form of entertainment was presented by the performers tonight, it was certainly well received from the dozens that attended the event. Alexis MacDonald, Humber News.
Thanks, Alexis. When we come back, we'll have more news from across the country and around the world. Mark McKelvey will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Carissa Wilson.
Even though March is here, we may be enduring this freezing weather for more than we hoped. I'll have your 5-day weather forecast after the break.